everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Yachna Marva. I'm a pattern designer, and in this video we are going to learn how to create a brush and a stamp on Procreate. So I usually use a lot of brushes and stamps for my patterns so that it becomes easy and handy to actually create the pattern, and I do not have to create the motif from the scratch. So I use it a lot. So I'm gonna spill out my secret today in this video. So without further ado, let's get this started. Let's start with first selecting the canvas size. So I am going to the new size of the canvas, and you can take 3500 by 3500 pixels because I don't want my element or my brush to be pixelated. So I'm taking the size 3500 by 3500 and the DPI remains 300, and then you start to create the canvas. Once you have the square size, always create the brush in a square size canvas so that it just fits into that template. Moving on, I am going to the action canvas and turn it on the drawing guide here. And I'm going to go to the edit drawing guide, go to the symmetry, and I'm going to choose a quadrant symmetry for this so that I get the lines something like this. And I'm able to create the diamond shape perfectly. After going into this, I'm going to press done here, and then followed by I'll see that on the layer one also the assisted comes. If it doesn't come, you can tap and you can also look for drawing assist. If it is not on, it is already checked in, so we don't need to do that. Now taking up a black color, and now I am going to take up a monoline brush under calligraphy, and let me just reset it. So my brush size here would be around 30 to 40%, and then followed by I'm gonna create a diamond shape like this. So I'll start with one of the line like this. I'll tap a dot here. Similarly, I'm gonna tap a dot here, and then I'm gonna connect them. And when I'm connecting them, I'm not gonna connect it straight. I'm just gonna create simple a curve like this. You can also hold it for a second so that the arc is being created properly like this, something like this. You can see the reason we are using a quadrant symmetry so that it's easier for us to create it in one stroke. Once you do that, make sure they all are joined, and then you can drag and drop the color like this and fill it up. Basically, if you wish to create another set of shape at the center, let's say you want to create a circle also at the center, you can also create a circle or a shape like this at the center also if you would like to decorate it a little bit more. But for now, what we're going to do is the shape is done. Similarly, you can take any other shape like a star or a moon or whatever, and we can create brushes out of that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the action, add, and copy canvas. So I copy the whole canvas like this, and then followed by I'm going to go to the brush set here, and I'm going to go to the plus here. When I go to the plus here, it just gives me a new idea of creating a brush from the scratch. Then I go to the shape here, and then I go to, you will find something like this. Again, very important step is if you're keeping everything in a landscape, then the edit option will come here, something like this. So you tap here, or if you're placing the iPad vertically or in a portrait form, you have to tap here because the edit option will not come. So you have to tap here right next to the shape source. So that's the only change you would like. The interface has it once you change it. So I'm back to this landscape mode. Here the shape editor opens. I go to import and paste this thing. So when I'm going to paste this thing, I'm going to tap with my two fingers so that it is inverted and the black comes at the back and the white comes on the this. Why am I doing this? If I'm not tapping and if I do it as it is, what happens is right now it's not visible. So I'm going to go to the stroke path and I increase the spacing between them. So now you can see that it comes something like this. So what happens is because of we did not tap, it comes with the background. Now I go to the shape here again, go to edit and tap it again so that the motif or whatever you have drawn, it should be in white. Press done, and now you can see that it comes like this. So what do I mean by spacing? Spacing is something, if I just try to insert, just adjust it, the spacing between each element can be defined. So if you want more spacing, less spacing and all of that. Similarly, I can make it a little spaced out, all of this. I wanted a smooth brush, so I'm keeping like this, the jitter off, otherwise I would have done like this. Also, you can try to make it a little blended or something, like maybe a little transparent or faded. You can also adjust these. So I can still see that it's transparent, though we have not created any of the transparent brushes here. So now what I'm going to do here is I am going to the Apple Pencil and make the opacity none so that it is opaque, and this is how I can create my diamond sort of a brush. So this is how you can use any of the shapes to create it. You can use a flower, you can use a star, you can use any other shape to create the brush like this. So after you do that, you have to, if you want to apply texture to it, you can also go to the grain, go to the grain source and edit, and you can now import whatever texture you would like to have on your diamond shape. You go to the source library, and then you can go like, I want like a paper mesh texture or something like that, and then I press done. So I can see that the texture comes on the diamond. Similarly, you can also tap here like how we did it in the shape. So I go to the edit, I tap with my 2 fingers, it is inverted now, and now you can see that the texture comes more. Similarly, you can adjust the scaling of the texture. You want more texture, you can scale it up. You want less texture so that it is visible, you can just play it around with the texture as well. And similarly, the last step is you go to the about this brush. You can go to, let's say I made this brush, I rename this as diamond, and I sign it off, and you can also put your picture over here and press done. So once it is done, once you have created the brush, press done. If you don't want the texture, don't include the grain part. So this is done. I can just swipe the layer, clear it off, and now I can also remove the drawing assist. Now it's the time to check the diamond brush. So I'll take my favorite pink color, and I can see that the brush looks something like this. And you can see that it's textured. So I can increase the size from here. You can see I can also change the transparency from here, and I can use it in different colors. So this is how you can use it as a brush. If you want it as a stamp, you can simply tap wherever you want to, and similarly you can use it. So let's try it somewhere on a pattern. So let's just try how it looks on this pattern. So I'm just gonna take like a nice yellow color, and I'm gonna give like a nice outline with the diamond brush. And this is how I can create the pattern look very detailed and nice. Similarly, you can play around with the shape. You can also try the flower, paisley, or whatever. So I think it's gonna be super interesting. So you can try all of this. Thank you so much for watching it until the end. If you like this video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel for more tutorials. Also, if you want to learn something very specific, theme-based illustrations and patterns, you can also check out my website learn.luckyray.com, and you will find so many other different theme-based patterns and illustrations. Also, if you have some other suggestion, I will also create a video on the same. So please comment down below. And thank you so much for watching it until the end. Bye bye.